Perfect number means sum of the factors is equal to the same number. Now let us execute the sum of perfect numbers in the given range. First, as all we know, write hash include stdio.h. Next write void main and next take curly braces. Now declare the required variables. Here I take I, j and num which is nothing but a perfect number, and I initialize this with 0. And I also take another variable sum and I also initialize this with 0. And a and b. Here I and j use it for iteration purpose and a and b use it for range. Enter range values a and b. Now scan the values of a and b. Ampersand a, comma, ampersand b. Now we need for loop to perform the above logic. Here I initialize I with a. And here I must be less than or equal to b. And now I increment the I operator. Inside for loop, I take num is equal to 0. And next I will take another for loop, and in this I initialize j is equal to 1 and j must be less than I. And I increment the j operator. And now here inside the loop we will check whether I percentage j is equal to 0 or not. So I take if condition. If I percentage j is equal to 0. If it is, then we have to add and j and store it in num. Now I close the for loop. And after coming out from the for loop, we have to check whether if num is equal to I or not. If num is equal to I, then Here this if must be inside first for loop. Here if num is equal to I, then we have to add sum and I and store it in the sum. Sum is equal to sum plus I. Now close the curly braces for sum for and at final we have to print the value of sum. Now let us check the program. Now let us take a is equal to 6 and b is equal to 30. For in the first for loop I initialize I with 6 and I must be less than or equal to 30. Since it satisfies the condition, we will go for inside the for loop. I will take num is equal to 0. For j is equal to 1, j is less than 6. Here the condition is satisfied. So we go inside the for loop. If I percentage j is equal to 0, that is 6 percentage 1, which is equal to 0. So num is equal to 0 plus 1. Therefore num is equal to 1. Now the iteration of j is increased, so j is equal to 2. That is if 6 percentage 2 is equal to 0. So num is equal to, now again the iteration increases, so j is equal to 3. 6 percentage 3 is equal to 0. So num is equal to 3 plus 3, which is equal to 6. Now j is equal to 4. 6 percentage 4, which is not is equal to 0. So we will go for again increment. J is equal to 5. That is 6 percentage 5, which is not equal to 0. Now coming out from the first for loop, if num is equal to I, here we get num is equal to 6 and I is equal to 6. So sum is equal to 0 plus 6, which is equal to sum is equal to 6. Okay, next we will take we will increase the I operator. So I is equal to 7. Num is equal to 0. We take another for loop. We take inside for loop and check the values as before. At final, we will print the sum of two perfect numbers. Now let us run this. Now execute the program. Take A and B values as 6 and 30. And the answer is 34, which is equal to 6 plus 28.